Another day and another round of Donald Trump Jr. embarrassing himself on the internet. This time having to do with his girlfriend, Kimberly Guilfoyle, and desperately trying to get her on The View. I really think this is part of a pattern, guys, where Donald Trump seems desperate for money. Trump Jr. really seems like he needs money and he desperately needs fame. It's not enough that he's the son of the former president and he's an executive at a $1 billion plus company. He needs to be on TV. He needs to have his girlfriend be on TV. And it's like, do you need cash, bro? I want to read you this because this is what he wrote. He said, LOL, hey, at ABC, even I'd tune in to see Kimberly Guilfoyle do this. Kim versus the other four doesn't seem like a fair fight, though. You may need to add a few more libs. Chaos behind the scenes at The View as the show scrambles to find a Trump Republican. And like the whole point is Meghan McCain is leaving. She was a right-wing ghoul, but she didn't like Trump, and maybe they want somebody that's right-wing and likes Trump. Apparently they're considering Kimberly Guilfoyle. Although, would you put this lady on your show?
The best is yet to come.
Would you put that on your show? I wouldn't. And let's be clear, Kimberly Guilfoyle is no saint herself. Why she left Fox News a few years ago is related to some really dark things having to do with her assistant, multi-million-dollar payouts, a lot of hush-hush things. But suffice it to say, she did not leave on honorable terms. And so what you're seeing is just this utter desperation. Did you know, I haven't really talked about this. This is not new news, but I haven't really talked about it. Donald Trump set up a Cameo. Cameo is this thing where for a few $100 or less or more, depending on the celebrity, they can give you like a personal recorded message. So if you want them to sing happy birthday to you or whatever, you pay them money and they'll do it. But for the most part, no real politician or corporate billionaire would find themselves on that platform. And yet if you go on there, you will see Donald Trump Jr. And for $500, God knows why you would ever waste $500 on that, you can get him to send you a personal message. And for like less than that, he'll write you a personal message through text or whatever. And it's like, this really shows a man utterly desperate. I don't know what's going on here. Supposedly it's a billionaire family. Supposedly they have everything together. Supposedly everyone on the right loves them. But the actions of Trump Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle paint a totally different story. And I think this could actually go quite poorly. This could go poorly for a few reasons. One, Guilfoyle's an absolute liability, and having her on the show every day would hurt the Trump family because she would always be this magnet for right-wing controversy and these sorts of things, and I don't think it would go over well. I also don't think it's good because Donald Trump Jr. is facing a massive criminal investigation with the company that he's playing a big role at, and any sort of daily publicity, like having your girlfriend be on The View, would also be bad for you. And finally, I think this would be bad for the Trump family, specifically in how Donald Trump hates Kimberly Guilfoyle. Kimberly Guilfoyle isn't liked by Donald Trump. He thinks that she's annoying. He thinks that she's using the Trump name to get ahead in life, to make money, and to get power off him, to basically exploit the Trump family. And I think that if Kimberly Guilfoyle found herself on The View somehow, Donald Trump would be furious at his son and furious at her for dragging the family through the mud and for using the Trump name to get ahead. I don't think this is going to happen. It would be an absolutely awful pick. But Donald Trump Jr. is such a thirsty, desperate man. I don't know. It seems like he's broke.